Hello friends, please like, subscribe and share our channel. Ready? 3, 2, 1, start. The Motor Vehicles Act 1939 also provided for compensation arising out of the metal fatal accidents by motor vehicles in sections 110A and 110B stop. Under these provisions, all claims are to be decided by the claims tribunal, but no specific guidelines have been enacted for determining the amount of compensation. Stop. These only enable the claims tribunal to make an award determining the amount of compensation which appears to it to be just and specifying the person or persons to whom compensation shall be paid. Stop. It is provided under section 110A that the application for compensation should be made by or on behalf of all the legal representation of the deceased. Stop para. However, section 1A of the Act is more detailed and exhaustive inasmuch as it has specified the claimants being the wife, husband, parent and the child. Stop. It has also been provided that the amount of damages which will be awarded will be in proportion to the loss resulting from such death. Stop. However, determination of the amount of loss in suits or actions from the death to the dependents has also been found to be quite a ticklish question by the courts when the cases involving the same come up before the accidents claims tribunals or the courts. Stop. As soon as the authority, whether the tribunal or the court, is called upon to determine the loss resulting from premature termination of life on account of the fault or negligence of another person, naturally the first question falling for determination is what was the salary or earning of the deceased at the time of his premature death. Question mark. The other relevant matters for determination and adjudication are the life expectancy of the deceased, by which the life has been cut short, the ages of the dependents, the prospects of increase in earnings, the contingency of the widow of the deceased remarrying, and a host of other allied factors which may even come in the category of speculations or general estimates. Stop para. Section 1 of the Act is in substance reproduction of the English Fatal Accidents Act 1846, known as the Lord Campbell's Acts, the scope of which was under discussion by the House of Lords in Davies versus Powell Dufferin Associated Collieries Limited 1942 AC 601. Lord Wright, in his judgment, while dealing with the question relating to the determination of the amount of wages which the deceased was earning, held para. There is no question here of what may be called sentimental damage, bereavement or pain and suffering. Stop. It is a hard matter of pounds, shillings and pence, subject to the element of reasonable future probabilities. Stop. The starting point is the amount of wages which the deceased was earning, the ascertainment of which this some extent may depend on the regularity of his employment. Stop. Then there is an estimate of how much was required or expended for his own personal and living expenses. Stop. The balance will give a datum or basic figure which will generally be turned into a lump sum by taking a certain number of years purchase. Stop. That sum, however, has to be taxed down by having due regard to uncertainties. For instance, that the widow might have again married and thus caused to be dependent, and other like matters of speculation and doubt. Stop. Thank you for watching.